Hello, everybody, and welcome to SNKronize. Once again, I'm James Chen, and this is Olaf.
You introduce me every time. I was not prepared to talk for myself.
I was gonna try to let you introduce yourself that time. So
also, yes, Wednesday is the best.
Yes. Chizuru dancing? Is that Chizuru dancing?
Yeah, Chizuru's wind pose. She has this weird little dance.
That's a nerd Josh thing, huh?
That
Dude,
sounds right.
I didn't even realize his emote prefix is Noid. That's actually kind of funny. Like
avoid the Noid.
Avoid the Noid, and also Brooklyn accent nerd, right?
Oh, it's Noid.
Yeah. Yo, it's that Noid.
It's Noid Josh.
It's Noid Josh. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Anyways.
And why are the bagels so good? It's the water.
It's the water. Yeah. I mean, have you had New York bagels before?
No.
I have, and they were pretty freaking good. I was shocked. I was surprised.
I mean, they had to do something right.
Oh, dang. I like New York, okay? Like, New York is kind of neat.
I've never been.
Okay.
I just know that my entire experience with the East Coast when I was on the East Coast was not good, so I'm just saying New York's part of East Coast, where they're already down points.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I'm always just a big fan of kind of city life and everything. And I mean, it's one of the things I like about LA. It's one of the things I like about New York as well, is that they're just really diverse.
Yeah.
And it's nice.
And super dense. And
it feels good. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just scared of New York because I'm scared of anywhere where the cost of living is higher for less than it is here.
Yeah. Basically. I still remember when Justin first moved into the room downstairs, and I was like, it's really small, you know, and he was moving in with his ex at the time, and his ex walked into the closet and was like, this closet is bigger than Justin's room. I was like, what the hell? Oh man, it's ridiculous, dude.
Okay.
Yeah, not okay.
So anyways, Evo is just about a week away.
Yes.
God, why is it so close?
I'm not ready.
I'm kind of nervous. Why is it so close? I could use another week or two of prep.
I'm not even prepared. Honestly, there's so many questions that I have that are still unanswered for me on what I'm doing at Evo and everything like that. So, I mean, I'm still...
Commentate and drink a lot of water?
Yeah, I mean, theoretically, I'm commentating. Theoretically, so...
I'm pretty sure you'd know by now if you weren't.
Fair. But, I mean, I don't know what's happening at Evo, so, you know.
Well, we know SNK is doing cool shit, and I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm like sitting here like, man, I have these questions I'd like to ask Oda, but I'm also like, they're doing a whole ass panel. How many questions am I gonna have to cut out?
Yeah. Oh man, I mean, dude,
by the time everything's all said,
questions are not gonna be good. You know, they're all gonna be shitty.
Oh,
when's this character? When is this character?
I mean, the thing is, they do have to address matchmaking. They're gonna.
Right,
they've already said they're gonna talk about the upcoming DLC and stuff like that. But I mean, like, by the time the whole panel's said and done, my probably only questions left is gonna be, is Anton okay?
Thank you, Rakurai, for the raid. Appreciate it.
Or like just, you know, ancient questions like in KOF 2000, blah blah blah.
You're that guy. You're that guy coming up there being like,
Oda worked there.
In this one episode of this show, they said
no, nothing
and
like
then
that.
in that next episode,
no, it's nothing like that.
5 years later,
but like, you know, like something happened during development. Was this true or something like that? You know, stuff he was there for. And like, honestly, I really want. So one of the things I want to ask Oda and try to get a moment with him and talk about is the fact that if you look up his like Moby games, like his online credits, they're kind of bare bones because game crediting in the 90s sucked.
Right. Okay.
And so he personally has been in interviews talked about, oh yeah, when I worked on this game, and it's not in his credits. So I'm really, I kind of want him to be able to just gush about things he's worked on. And then we can have some sort of catalog of what he actually has done. Instead of like, oh, it's not Fatal Fury Special, and then a KOF, and then I was in Street Fighter 4. That's not how that works.
Did Oda work on Street Fighter 4? Oh, he did. Okay. Nice.
And so, like, I kind of want to fill in some of the gaps. Because he's a way bigger part of fighting game history than I think people realize. Okay. You know, hopefully I can, you know, get some time with him and at least get like one or two of those in, you know?
Right. I mean, obviously, you guys are going to be heading to the panels then, right? So,
I mean, assuming we can, because we do have the booth to keep an eye on too.
Yeah.
But fortunately, they are also they said they're streaming the panel. So,
okay.
like worst case scenario, if I'm not there, I'll still be able to watch it. You know,
hopefully we can get signal in there.
Yeah.
Oh, God, yeah.
But anyways, so obviously, you know, we have our booth, which is going to be swell. Who knows how often you're going to be there, but
Yeah.
you know, because you're a working man.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's like I keep getting pulled left and right right now by a whole bunch of different things right now, so I'm not even sure what I'm. Like I said, I literally have no idea how my weekend is going still at Evo, honestly.
By the end of the weekend, James is actually going to take up drinking.
Yeah. Hey, Evo was the reason why one of the first times I drank. So Evo East, man. Man.
But then Saturday, as we've talked about, and hopefully you've been following on Twitter, is we do have our Invitational mini suite. And I'm super excited because, I mean, if you've been following the Twitter, like, let's go ahead and bring up, let's talk about who our guest fighters are that we've gotten to officially announce.
Right. I mean, but it is at the Mandalay Bay, right? I mean, it is at the Mandalay Bay.
Evo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, why?
Yeah.
Because I think the arena just got renamed to the Michelob Light Arena or something like that.
Because some higher level brand wanted to pay a bunch of money for branding.
Right, exactly. Like Staples Center kind of things like that. So I think it's just called the Michelob Light Arena, but I'm pretty sure it's the same arena.
Or I mean, at least the finals are in the Michelob Arena,
Right.
which is where the finals were, I think, for some of the other years, which is not the same venue as the event itself.
Hang on, let me look at this.
Oh,
Michelob Arena, Las Vegas. I just want to see if it is the... Yeah, it's just the Mandalay Bay Arena. It's the same place.
But I think the arena is not the same location as the rest of Evo, and that's the thing.
Yeah. But that's where it's always been.
But it's still all Mandalay.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. For sure. Okay.
But yeah, so we've got our beautiful mini suite on Saturday night from 8 p.m. to midnight Pacific. You know, we're planning on streaming the whole thing. We have a bunch of super cool guests we've gotten to announce, and some other cool guests that we haven't gotten to announce. Are we screen sharing yet, or
not yet?
Cool, perfect. And so we talked to these players. We're like, hey, is it cool if we announce you? Yes. Cool. Send us a picture. Cool. And so we have gotten the following players officially announced. We're going to show up and kick some ass, put on a show, maybe hang out, talk. It's going to be a good time. I'm excited.
Let's see if I can.
I know Kitty's excited.
Oh, God, this thing is so lame. I swear I hate the way Twitter works.
I mean, I hate the way Twitter handles all of its images, like end statement.
Media and stuff like that. So, I mean, the plan is to stream it. But,
you know, I'm going to preface this with, we all know how hotel internet can be. So...
Also, I have never disconnected my computer.
Yeah, so there's going to be like a practice run.
So, we're going to get over there and be like, fuck, we're missing this.
Dude, I will drive to Best Buy. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, okay. Oh man. All right. So
yeah, because I'm the kind of motherfucker that drives to Evo, so that I don't have to Uber around Vegas.
Right. Yep.
Last time we were there, like we drove over to like the nearest Walmart to pick up supplies.
Oh yeah. No, that's the plan. You always drive over either to a Walmart or that CVS or whatever those things are over there, and you buy water there.
Oh yeah.
In bulk and bring it back to your hotel. That is the one advice for everybody who is going to Evo for the first time. Take the time to, even if you don't have a car, spend the money on Uber. Go to a place, buy all your water there, and then bring it back to the hotel room yourself. Because, and even if you can, buy it like one of those cheap styrofoam water coolers. Use the ice machines that they have at the hotel. The ice machines are free.
It's about 2 or 3 miles up Flamingo. I believe it's Flamingo, right? It's Flamingo or Trop? I always get Flamingo and Tropicana mixed.
Yeah. But
whatever the nearest major street is, it might be Trop. So, but it's like 2 or 3 miles up the way.
Rakurai,
yeah, thank you. Yeah, it is Trop.
Water is expensive in Vegas.
On the Strip.
On the Strip.
Because the Strip is a tourist trap, so fuck you.
Yeah, I mean...
Beer is cheaper than water.
Yeah, so when
It really is.
It really is. Like the year that one previous year where everyone was complaining about no water at Evo, that's largely a casino thing, right? The little shop that was right next to the elevators to the main hotel rooms at Mandalay Bay, you buy this bottle of water is like $6.
Oh, if you're lucky.
If that much.
Yeah, I've definitely seen it for 7 or 8.
Yeah.
Exactly. And if you're out in the heat and you're in like that quarter-mile gap between hotels, it'll be like 9 or 10.
Yeah. And there will be water stations this year at Eva, though. They announced that. They made sure to take care of that.
I'm calling that one a Rick decision that he unfucked things.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the most previous Evo, they also announced that as well. So it was the year before that. I think that was a problem. So. Yeah. Oh yeah. And that's one of the most dangerous things. Dude, I don't know why people do that. Like, people just don't care when they go into other people's rooms.
No, so here's the thing. I'm going to play a little devil's advocate.
Uh-huh.
What if it was like an international player who was not used to American hotel bullshit? I don't know if there's like maybe a difference that they literally maybe didn't know. Maybe. There are some shady motherfuckers out there, don't get me wrong, but maybe.
Right, and remember the other thing, too.
Just don't open your fridge. Don't open someone else's fridge.
And the snacks on top of the counter, a lot of the times, don't lift them up.
Yeah.
Like, they actually have sensors on these things that if you pick them up, it actually just charges you. Even if you put it back, that's too late. You're done, basically.
Yeah, they'll literally have like especially like the fridges too. They have like literally a scale built into them, so if a beverage goes missing, they know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no,
it's
absolutely. You have to be careful a lot of that stuff. But again, I mean, Lap Chi has told stories about his money disappearing in his suite. Like literally and people have had all sorts of stories about people just drinking everything.
Yeah, no, it's gotten to the point that like we actually bring like ice chests so that we never touch the fridge at all.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying. Like, if you buy one of those styrofoam little chests,
the coolers.
Remember, the ice is free at hotels. The ice is free. There's always an ice machine on your floor. Go fill that up. Throw all your drinks in there.
Bro. So we went to Daiso, and you know those little like dog food or dog water bowls that you can get? They start up as disc and they like accordion out.
Yeah.
So we saw one this big. It turned into a whole ass bucket, and we were like, "Dude, should we get that as an ice bucket?"
Dude, I think that kind of works. Yeah. It's crazy. It's pretty crazy the way that Vegas works a lot of the times, but. These are all little free lessons for you guys.
Yeah, there are a bunch of unspoken rules that most people don't teach you, and you kind of have to learn by experience and often the hard way.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, it's easy to say Vegas sucks. It does and it doesn't.
It doesn't.
Honestly.
It doesn't. It's hard if you don't know.
Right.
Vegas can be awesome if you're ready for it.
Basically... Vegas is Dark Souls.
Yeah.
If you run into it and go swinging, you're dead, basically. But if you know all the tricks and the secrets, Vegas can actually be really cool.
My God, we actually just got a legitimate, it's the Dark Souls of blank reference.
It's the Dark Souls of vacation
It's
spots.
the Dark Souls of vacation. Yeah. Holy shit.
Oh, man.
It really is. I mean, because I lived in Vegas for a year.
Oh, right. Of course.
Vegas kind of sucks, but Vegas is kind of fucking awesome. That's how I feel about buying a Nintendo console, is that you don't get to sit here, buy only a Switch, and then bitch that none of the games are on it. Right. You bought the fucking Nintendo console because you want to play Nintendo games. You live with your decisions. You know what you were getting into.
Yeah.
Like, Vegas is very much that.
I mean, dude, like, if you live in Vegas, I still remember I visited a friend in Vegas one time, and he was like, I was out there for something completely non-gaming related, and he was like, "Oh, hit me up," and I hit him up, and he's like, "Let me take you to this spot." And the side casinos that don't get as many people in there, they need to get you in for something. So I literally bought a hamburger and fries and soda for like $2, dude, and it was kind of amazing.
Dude, I think I've told the story before that there was a casino that had a restaurant over there that one of their combos, like, you compared 2 of their combos, and one of them literally was paying you to eat eggs. It was literally this combo plus eggs, and it was $1 cheaper. I was like, fuck yes. They are paying me to eat eggs? Let's fucking go.
I'll take that any day.
And it was
dude.
like, it was one of those big ass breakfast platters. It was like $3 or $4.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Dude. Yeah, no, the cigarette smoking in casinos is really kind of annoying. It is definitely...
It's a matter of how sensitive you are to it and
Yeah.
how much of shitty people there are.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing that I will say is that your clothes are going to smell like cigarette afterwards, unfortunately, so, you know...
Not necessarily.
Yeah, I mean, it happens to me all the time when I'm in Vegas. So.
It depends on where you are, what you're doing. You know, if you spend too much time like on a casino floor or in smoking areas outside, maybe. But the casino areas also have great fucking ventilation.
Yeah, to try to clear that. Yeah.
And they do a fantastic job of it. So like, if you're coming home smelling of cigarette smoke, then you were probably like at the wrong place, kind of thing.
But I mean, like I said, most clothes just kind of
they hold on to it, yeah. But I mean, I still vape, which means I have to be in smoking areas. And as someone who quit regular smoking, like I hate the smell of cigarettes now.
Interesting.
And it's never been a problem to me.
Interesting. Okay.
So,
yeah, for me, it's like every time I change out of a shirt in Vegas, I have to pack it away and just like hide it because it's
I think it's a good one too. Something I like to do for vacations is bring like some extra grocery bags or sometimes even the oversized Ziploc bags, and then you just seal that shit away.
Yeah. Yeah. No, yeah, the Pinball Museum moved locations. I used to go there every year, basically. After Evo on Monday, I would hit up the Pinball Museum and hang out there.
We almost went last time we were there, and we were like, we just didn't make time for it.
It's so cool. It's really cool. But I mean, yeah, it's more than just pinballs, but I mean, it's like 80% pinball machines and super classic ones. And man, if you think pinball machines robbed you these days, you should see some of those old pinball machines. Like they're just not even playable.
Oh yeah.
Oh man. Oh geez. I mean, the hotels do have TVs. Usually they're hard to unplug and plug things into, but they've gotten better over the years.
They've definitely gotten better over the years. I've definitely had some though where you had no way to switch the input.
Yeah.
And that's some bullshit.
So it depends on the hotel. I can't tell you about Mandalay Bay this year, honestly. So
also don't expect them to be like lagless.
Yeah, they're not going to be lagless. And two, the hotel's not going to help you with it either, because their whole point is that they don't want you bringing your own entertainment. They want you to pay for the entertainment in the hotel room if you're going to be chilling in the hotel room. But most of us, I mean, a lot of people are bringing monitors and, you know, those like games monitors.
And I mean, we're gamers. We don't have money. We play fighting games.
Yeah, basically. We bought a joystick and that was it.
I saved up for that shit. Dude, I remember saving up for the fucking Street Fighter 4 SE. I saved for the cheap one.
Oh man.
Anyways, so Saturday, we're planning on streaming it, you know, assuming that nothing goes wrong. And we've gotten to announce a bunch of super cool players. We've got other guests and everything, but let's go over the players we have gotten to announce so far.
Okay.
So let's get to that because we are great at sidebarring.
Yeah. There we go. So starting with, let's do this.
There we go. Perfect.
Yeah.
So first things first, we have El Rosa and Violent Kane.
Right. And again, this is what we're running this from 8 to 12, you said, right?
8 p.m. to midnight, Saturday night Pacific time.
Right. So we'll just have these guys in here for a little bit,
Yeah,
play some exhibitions.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically going to be like we have somewhere in the realm of like anywhere between 8 and 12 players plus like a handful of alternates who are like, you know, fuck it, I am going to play, you know. We haven't even like set up matches because what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get like, you know, get these 4, 6, 8 guys in a room and be like, all right, who wants up?
Right. And honestly, you also, we don't know what time everybody's showing up, right?
Yeah.
And we don't want to put them on the hook for scheduling.
Yeah.
So while they're there, we'll be like, you want to play on stream against this dude? And then they can,
I mean, because there was one match I was really trying to get, but I didn't get a confirmation out of one player, so I was like, damn.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I'm going to kind of let it rock because who knows, some of them might want to run back, some of them might not have fought each other in brackets and want to fight each other. So I'm going to kind of, you know, give them a little freedom as we all sit around and drink yabai and mix Blue Marys. So anyways, first off, we got El Rosa and Violent Kane, and you know, these gentlemen need no introduction.
Right. Two of the stronger players. I mean, they are both living in Mexico right now, right? If I'm not mistaken.
I don't think that's accurate.
Oh,
right
is
now.
it not? Oh,
I don't
dang.
think Kane is in Mexico right now, and El Rosa, he's basically San Diego. Like,
Okay.
I don't know if he like jumps back and forth, but he plays at San Diego all
Gotcha.
the time.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay.
As far as I'm concerned, he's SoCal. I'm claiming him. Now this one, Score and K2.
Yeah. So
We're gonna talk about Score in a minute.
Score, who's projected to win the tournament. Yeah, exactly. Oh, there you go. So we got a San Diego player in the house over here. Okay, okay.
So,
was one of the best at Samurai Showdown, and he's just basically one of the best KOF players from Japan.
yeah, and like by a pretty fucking wide margin. He's really strong. And then K2, obviously, like first off, is a strong player. But if you're not familiar with K2, you're probably familiar with this cosplay, or at Tokyo Game Show, he was Haidern.
Oh, okay, okay, got it.
So he's a strong player and a solid cosplayer.
Nice.
Like, so hell yeah, we're gonna do some shit. Like, we're just gonna get into some shit. It's gonna be great.
And then the Gorilla Crew.
Yeah, buddy.
So we got Romance and Phantom Miria showing up here. Of course, both of them part of Gorilla. Who's been, really trying to do a lot of stuff with the FGC as well.
And really leaning into a lot of SNK or KOF play, which I've been really happy to see.
Romance is on the team. I mean,
yeah, but it's like not like most people cater to like this player or whatever.
Right,
like
yeah.
they're actually like helping with events and stuff.
Yeah,
it's really cool.
Chris G is on the team as well, and he's obviously playing a lot of KOF.
I'm not gonna lie. I found out about Gorilla because of KOF.
Okay, gotcha.
Because I've seen like Felicimo talk with some of them and everything. That's how I found out about them. I was like, oh shit, they're all on there.
I got to meet them at Combo Breaker. I talked
Sick.
with them for a little bit. I met him because I was walking by their booth and I saw Romance, and I was like,
There you go.
Romance! And then
There
we
you
just
go.
started hanging out and chatting. So yeah, it's kind of funny. All right.
And then our last set, which is announced only a few minutes ago,
Okay.
which is MOK, Mock, and Wero Asamiya.
Where is MOK from?
Japan.
He's a Japan player then, right? Yeah, okay. And then Wero is from Mexico, right? Or is he I'm
Some type of Latin America, I believe Mexico.
Okay.
I believe Mexico.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to speak with like ultra confidence.
Oh yeah. No, Romance was SoCal for the longest of time, and he eventually moved to Vegas. And
Dude, I wonder if I've played Romance and don't know it. Because I used to go to Japan Arcade for O2 all the time.
oh, you probably
I
played
probably
him.
have.
You probably played him a bunch of times, dude. Romance was there all the freaking.
Dude,
I mean, Romance has been in SoCal forever, so.
Did I ever tell you, like, I've told you a little bit about, like, way back in the days of O2, like, I had, like, Clark PTSD. It was all Japan Arcade.
Oh.
Playing O2.
Against Clark.
Like, literally 60% or more of Japan Arcade's meta had Clark in their team. Clark's not even top tier in that game.
Man. Oh, what's up?
What's up, Josh?
Nerd Josh. Dude, speak of the devil, we saw one of your emotes in our stream. And
I think some people need to check their Twitter DMs. I don't know.
Josh used to hunt and peck typing of the dead, dude, at Japan
Oh,
Arcade.
man. Dude, and when they had, like, the Lupon typing...
Oh yeah. Uh-oh, Josh is confused. Josh is confused. Maybe you'll have to clear. Are you sure you didn't accidentally DM Noid Josh instead of?
It's annoyed. Jeez.
Oh, my baby girl.
Gamey?
What?
Did you call her gamey?
Baby girl.
I swear to God, it sounded like you said gamey girl.
Because I said baby girl. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a face full of cat when I was talking. So.
So like we said though, right now Score is projected to take Evo.
Yeah, this is kind of
So let's go look at those brackets.
Sure. Let's take a look at this. I have them up here. Where did I put them? Ah, there they are. Okay. So we'll just take a look at the brackets first and foremost. And again, very important to note that the brackets have the potential to change.
Yeah.
They're still being adjusted, so we're not 100% sure.
Yeah, but I mean, let's just preface that a little bit. That top 48 probably isn't going to change too much.
Right.
Like, unless someone gets, like, screwed into, like, oh, you were projected to top 8, but then you had to fight Score round 1. Get fucked.
So, I mean, again, 1,009 entrants listed here. 64 pools. So, 3 out of each pool, I think, to top 192 is basically, it's a 3-out
winner and 2 loser.
I believe so. I mean, if we click on a bracket here, we should be able to see. I'm trying to see if it's.
Dude, I hope Free
No, it's actually
two winners.
Two winners
and
the
top loser. That's right.
Yeah, that's how it works.
I really hope Free shows up because I definitely want to chat with that guy too.
What was the event that just happened? I think it might have been Brussels Challenge, where only one Moroccan player made it and they won.
I think that's accurate. It was Brussels.
Yeah, so, a lot of people are like, oh, I'm sick of hearing about Moroccan play. Dude, like, you better be.
Let them show.
Yeah,
I mean, you saw a couple months ago, there were people talking about, like, what's with people talking about Mexico and KOF? What, do you not know?
Right, what is your history here? Do you not understand?
Yeah. And, again, back to 02, one of my earliest deep down ass whoopings was a Moroccan, and I'm pretty sure it wasn't Free Fuck.
Oh, man.
Good old GGPO.
I'm trying to see, like, if there's any of these names that I recognize here.
Let's see. Bushido Brown. Shit, yeah.
Yeah, Bushido Brown. Tega's here, obviously. Let's see. Bucktooth? Is this actually Bucktooth?
I'm sure it's Bucktooth.
Oh, old school man.
Yeah,
old man
buddy.
Bucktooth coming in here.
Yeah, buddy.
Fubar Duck is in here.
Dandy J.
Where do you see him?
Up a few.
Oh yeah, there he is.
Danny
Oh
J.
dang, I just totally glossed over that.
And I mean, a couple of these names I also like recognize, but I don't know enough about.
Keto, of course.
Aru, of course.
Where'd you see Aru?
The top of the screen now.
Oh yeah, Aru.
You're going too fast.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that name is amazing. Derpington. I respect it.
Where? I don't. Oh, Derpington.
Yeah. Okay. Flaquito, Ignat Rizzi, of course.
Like a Wise Honey, obviously the Pakistan players are also very, very good at this game. So I mean, again, these might not necessarily be listed in any sort of like. Do you want to just actually go into each pool and look at each pool?
You got time for that? 1,000 players.
All right, we'll look at the predictions in a little bit.
We'll do this, and then we'll just start looking at the top 48.
Okay.
But yeah, because these are like the highlights from each pool kind of thing.
Rome is there. Andy.
Yeah.
Oh, this is not even all the pools.
Score.
Oh my God, Aikido is. I think that might be Aikido base.
By the way, Corporate Shinobi is a godlike name. It's just answer.
Final Fantasy 14 player. That's fair. ET. So again, Taiwan. So that's right. Probably a qualification to make. China is not making it out to EVO. They are unable. It's a travel restriction. China is not allowed to fly to the United States. I don't know which side has implemented this restriction, but that means we are not going to see Shanghai and a bunch of the China players out there, which means someone else has a chance.
Yeah.
But the problem is you don't want to win EVO without knowing that Shanghai was in the bracket somewhere.
It's like, back when they were doing the online tournaments, like, oh, you get an asterisk.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of tough. But unfortunately, China is not making it. But Taiwan is able to fly, and so you see ET is coming out here. Kane.
And I mean, one of the things to note, though, is that also, like, Taiwan and Japan are close enough to play online with a lot of the China player base, too.
Oh, yeah.
So,
I mean, those guys are playing each other online all the freaking time.
Yeah. So, I mean, even if Shanghai is not there, definitely helped a lot of that region level up further. So, no, like, everyone is scary right now. And I'm super stoked for it. Okay, so yeah, so
Miria here.
Yeah, Miria.
Is this Casino Bala? Is this Bala or a different Bala?
That's
probably a different Bala because it sounds like a Casino Bala.
I mean, it could still be. Yeah.
Oh man.
It's just it is a different Bala. Okay.
Yeah, pretty sure. Acid Bro here. Nice. Okay.
Yeah, buddy.
Breaker Dave. I didn't even know Breaker Dave was playing KOF 15. That's cool.
I mean, Combo Fiend is. So
oh yeah, of course, dude. This game is right up Combo Fiend's alley, dude.
Got Peter written all over it.
Seriously, dude.
There's
he's gonna run up to your face and DP you in your face, and that's him. Arslan Ash, of course.
Geese. 801 Geese.
Where's
that one right down? Left.
Oh, yeah. There you go. 801.
Carlito.
801. Is that... He must be from the Utah scene then.
Maybe.
Because that's 801 Strider and all those guys, right? So... which one did you just mention?
Carlito.
Oh, Carlito. Yes. Okay. Scientific KOF. I've seen that name. Cientifico. Yeah.
Lacid.
Lacid from Korea, huh? Hell Pockets. Let's go, Hell Pockets.
Bold move, sir. Oh, Captain Princess, local player. Goichi.
GC Yoshi's playing this. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Goichi, yeah. Mr. Swiftmaster extraordinaire right now, dude. Oh, God.
You mean pick cheap shit in anime? Yes.
Yeah.
Come the fuck on now.
Chanel. Is this the same? Is this Tekken Chanel? Is this Tekken
Maybe.
Chanel?
Could be.
Uero Asamiya.
That's a bold move. Yoshi's still playing Ramon.
I mean, Yoshi was also like the bedman player. He always wants to do the crazy stuff. So, Uero. So a lot of the players are not showing up in this list because I don't think enough of these players have been in Smash GG tournaments for them to rank them properly.
Start
right?
GG.
Sorry, Start GG.
Don't apologize to me.
I was doing that the whole entire time. It was funny.
I'm just being
a combo breaker. Everyone would be like, blah, 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 Smash GG. I was like, Start GG. And they were like, oh, our bad. You're right.
Dude, I mean, at work, we have like the bug tracking systems and they keep rebranding and renaming. I can't keep track of that shit either.
So let's look at each of the top 192 projected pools and see what happens here. So let's see. Tamago, of course. Yeah. Tamago. E.T., Chris G, Kizzy K is in here too. Yurikov.
Yep.
Okay, so there's a lot of strong players here, obviously. And then on this side,
I swear to God, we know like 25% of the people in this fucking pool.
Yeah, I know, right?
Like, I'm pretty sure if we pool our resources, we know at least 250 people playing KOF at Evo. Like, good lord.
Let's go to L68 here. Show projected. Wait, was that already projected? Hang on a second. I was confusing. Top 192.
Of course, Chan's playing KOF.
Oh, 68 is not. Oh, that's really confusing. It's not going in order numbers. All right. So let me do this really quick. We leave so I can do this. Yeah.
I'm getting angry.
Why?
Because I'm seeing like fuster cluckery.
Oh, okay. You're just getting mad at start.gg, basically. Yeah. All right.
Like, no wonder I don't want to look at this stuff. You can't make me want to.
Right.
You can't make it. You can't make it smooth enough for me to like. Oh yeah.
Okay. Who's this? Shinhwa Promotion. What is this guy's full name here? I don't even know who this.
You're gonna have to backtrack it. Oh, I'm okay.
Oh, that's MOK. Okay. So MOK, Paco, Li Wei. I mean, I'm assuming that's from Taiwan then. KU Okwa. I mean, it might be even Hong Kong, actually. He might be a Hong Kong player. But yeah, like Josh was saying.
Oh, what's up, Silent?
There's no flags. Oh, Silent's in. Oh, what's up, Silent? What's going on? And shout out to Sirloin for the continued subscription. Thank you very much. Li Wei, where is he from? Yeah, see, they don't have any of the flags or anything like that listed. So, yeah, I'm just going to assume he's from Hong Kong, potentially.
Oh, shit.
What's up? Did SNK announce something?
Orochi trailer. Orochi team trailer. New upload.
Should we stop and go to that?
Yeah,
now?
Let's check that out. See if we got footage now. All right. I'm glad I looked at my phone for a moment because I was like, oh yeah, I wanted to talk because I forgot I wanted to talk about Silent for a minute, because, yeah, but, woo! Okay.
All right, so first play, you're not going to be able to hear us very well, because we're going to play it loud, as usual.
Well, I might scream over it. I don't know.
Okay, that's fair, that's fair. All right, let's do this. Team Awakened Orochi trailer in 3, 2, 1...
Awakened Orochi!
Hang on a second. I'm going to do one more thing because it doesn't look like it's in the right quality.
I can tell from the pixels.
Yes, I could actually. All right, let's do this again.
Team Awakened Orochi!
Orochi Yashiro.
Oh no.
It's got a running throw in the city.
Okay. Let me a dumbass cream.
Oh boy.
Yeah, buddy.
このイカズチで消し済みにしてあげる。
Orochi Shuri.
食らいなさい。ここよ、浴びなさい。イカズチだ。まだや。もういい。死になさい。集めください。これが全部魂よ。思い上がった虫けらは念入りに焼いてあげますね。
Orochi Chris.
Oh, the music.
茶場の空気を楽しんでるとこ悪いけど、そろそろあの世に戻る時間だぜ。
虫けららしい勘違いだね。あの世に行くのはあなたの方ですよ。草薙今日。じゃあ死にましょうか。すべて飲み込んで僕の
KOS 15!
Nice.
So wait, what were those extra costumes?
They're current defaults, but recolored.
てめえが俺に及ぶかよ。
August 2022.
We still don't
Monday
have.
after Evo.
I mean, I hope so.
Monday after Evo, potentially. Do we want to go through this in
Yes.
slow-mo? Okay.
Well, and not slow-mo, but with, like, pause breaks.
Yeah.
Yeah, no Orochi magic, but that's fine.
So
We didn't need it.
I'll go at half speed. How's
All right,
that?
all
then?
right.
Yeah. So, Team Orochi, Awakened Orochi. What do we've got here?
Everyone got at least one new toy completely.
Right. So,
Dude, the fucking music, though. Holy shit.
Jar, it'll never happen, dude. I've given up hope. I'm hoping for Kenso before I can get Team USA. So, command grab.
The usual suspects.
Right. But it's crazy because obviously in older games, he didn't have special cancels into supers, right? Did he have that in like UM and all these other games?
Oh, no.
Right. So we've never seen the ability for him to cancel command throws into like climaxes
Correct.
and stuff, right? So that's all kind of like new.
That's all new, but then there's more.
Right.
Also, why?
So running throw. I'm so dead.
But this is sick.
This character's gonna kick my ass.
The thing is, like, he already looks like the better vanilla Shermie.
Yeah.
But Shermie's got some dumb shit, but still Yashiro.
I wonder
That's
if it's gonna
so
get a
cool.
juggle off of that, or maybe only after a level 2 or something.
I mean, who knows? Who knows?
Was this a level 1 or a level 2 that he did? Hang on.
Pretty sure it was a level 1.
Okay. Let's see.
Yeah, exactly. Why?
Yeah, level 1. Yep.
Yeah, why?
Light cancels into specials, yeah.
I mean,
was that a light cancel or was that a
that looks like it's just light punch.
Okay, it wasn't like a 6C or a 6A or anything.
No, because 6A is the bonk.
Okay.
Yeah, still cool. Okay, and then that's new. Actually, no, he might have had that in O2 UM.
The shoulder, you mean?
Oh, that's a good point, Flashy Flash. That might have been part of an auto combo.
That might have been the auto combo, right?
Yeah, well, check real quick. Because I think there was actually a ducking normal.
Oh, I went too
far.
No, there was a ducking normal. That's not an auto combo. That's
not
an auto combo.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then... So, I don't think that's CD. I think that's a new different move.
Yeah, he just
because remember in O2 UM he has fucking the like Juggernaut Quake, and so like they're just gonna let him have this instead.
Goes into a command throw. Now was that two separate moves or is this one move? I wonder, like that.
I don't know.
Right. And it's super cancelable into the freaking climax.
So now you're getting the and bonk. And then he turns into a Final Fantasy summon.
He turns into the Hulk, dude.
Well, remember,
Cross.
FF7 Titan did this shit, too.
Oh, yeah.
And plant the dumbass tree.
Doesn't plant very long. He just get launched into the sky.
So, yeah, the animation is Yashiro's current CD, but unless they somehow were like, let's just let his command grab have juggle anywhere, then it's not a CD. It's just a reused animation, probably.
Okay. So Orochi Shermie, who goes from being a grappler now to pseudo zoner,
pressure zoner.
Yeah. Okay. Oops, sorry.
Like Guile without turtling.
Cat is blocking your view here. Here we go.
That's new. That's brand new.
Heel kick, huh?
Yeah, so it's the grounded version of this air flip she does.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay. But this is all old stuff, right? Air super and everything.
Okay, don't forget, just because we didn't see something doesn't mean he doesn't have it.
Oh, right. Yeah. I mean, they have to put 3 characters in this trailer.
Yeah, and a lot of characters, even in their own reveals, didn't have all of their moves.
Right, and there it is again. They were showing the low light confirms, the crouching light confirm. Look at this.
Yeah, which is scary. Into the Sonic Boom thingy, into Punch Super.
Yeah, again, it's really interesting because she's the Benimaru, Chris is the Kyo, and Yashiro is the Daimon, basically. They're all based off of the original hero team, basically, Protag
Team Japan.
Yeah. So that's why they kind of like rob each other's supers. But it's so funny because you showed me the super where there's that chance where she shoots herself with lightning. Yeah. So they actually just incorporated that.
So they let her be a lightning rod.
Yeah.
And then rechannel it with a fucking jet shot or sphere shot.
Yeah, I know.
Fucking sphere shot. Let's go. Shermie likes Blitzball. And this little bastard.
The classic double fisted fire stance, basically.
Good job, Cone. I'll let you have that one.
Eel?
The real. It was a typo.
Oh, okay.
The real lightning legs. Yeah. Now this character is traditionally a pain in the fucking ass. Like that's a command grab ish.
Yeah.
Technically, it's an unblockable. And
is that whole thing all one move right there into the DP? Probably. No?
Nope. Oh, it's all one move and then DP afterwards as a juggle.
Go.
That's the heavy DP.
Oh right. Okay. Canceled.
Into new super.
That's new. Okay. Just big giant flame.
Just a pillar. Yeah. Which I think is really good. Because they took that move away from Iori, the wine glasses.
Yeah.
So now kind of giving it to Orochi Chris, I think makes a lot of sense.
I love the fact that they're like, let's have Kyo talk shit, and then immediately he just gets his ass whooped, dude.
I mean, that's my favorite part.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Fuck you. But also fuck this little smug prick. Oh, yeah, no. Orochi Shermie already looking fucking fire. And that's my favorite of the 3.
There's also another question, too, right? Obviously, some of these things that looks like these characters are doing look really strong, right? Who's not to say that they come with a balance patch and maybe some of the other characters get some cool, stronger things,
I mean,
too.
we can always hope so.
Right, yeah.
A little feather flapping in the wind.
There's a little shit
bastard.
talk, and then he's just
Oh,
like,
actually, go back.
get fucked, Kyo. Uh-huh.
It plays a guard crush animation.
Yeah, let's take a look at this.
So it might be a true unblockable again, rather than command grab, or maybe the EX one is the unblockable, and the other ones are grabs.
You know what? So what is this move he used to have?
Yeah, it is EX.
It's EX.
And it's guard crushing instantly into it.
Yeah.
So it functions a lot like a command grab, but technically it's an unblockable. And so I'm wondering if maybe what they did is they made the regular one actually a command grab, and then the EX one is a true unblockable.
Interesting.
And there's subtle differences there.
And then into the punchy punches here.
Yeah, which is the move.
Right. And he gets a follow-up off.
Oh, and then just 6A to get the juggle into a super.
Yeah.
Which is just a Rochinaki.
Yeah. Here's that.
And the bonk,
Whoa.
which ground bounces.
So that was a move. That's a move he's had before.
Yeah, but never the EX version.
Right, of course. Okay.
Which, by the way, that should be all overheads, because fuck you, that's why.
Orochi again into climax. Oof.
Where he just runs through you.
And then doesn't keep doing it. He just jumps in the air and decides to
stagger.
delete you.
Fucking Sonic the Hedgehog ass pose.
I feel like
Can you actually go back a little more?
I feel like
Hi, Jasmine. Thank you.
this needs to be my this needs to be our thumbnail.
Yeah, 100%. It's not even a question. I am so glad they're keeping the theme of Chris jump scares, by the way.
Yeah, these Gainus costumes have existed before. You showed me. In fact,
yeah,
I
they
put
are
them as one of our thumbnails.
Yeah,
one time.
it's a whole legacy thing. So I'm really glad they did it. Fucking Chris jump scares left and right.
Oh man! And then he just deletes you basically. Boom, KOF. All right. So, do we have any? So this was this, and then they show the costumes. So
yeah, which
basically,
are their vanilla costumes with the Orochi palettes.
with Gain its colors,
Or with the
basically.
Orochi
palettes. Yeah. There you go. So you can use them that way. I wonder if there's like, are you just only gonna have to be able to tell the difference based on the colors then?
Their stances are also significantly different.
Okay.
So when you're in like round one,
Yeah, that's
you're gonna
true,
be able to
because
look
Chris has got the two, right, yeah, their stances are different, okay.
Which Yashiro better have that fucking stance, because we didn't actually get to tell, and so I may want to run through the trailer one more time, see if there's any moment where you can see him do the hands.
Right, yeah, okay. Yes, trailer here is happening. It's happening. Why are you not playing, dude? Come on.
Oh, you're also at half speed on the still image.
No, but the time wasn't even moving.
Okay.
I was looking at the time. So here we go.
Okay,
again,
you did confirm he saw that he had the role. Sweet. I need to see it. It just makes me so happy.
Interesting. The 2002 in autumn here.
2022?
2022.
2002.
Did I say 2002?
Yeah.
2022.
Like the last KOF they were in.
Yeah, that's true. That's what I was referring to.
Of course.
Right?
I got you.
August. And like I said, it's going to be Monday after Evo.
I hope so. That'd be super
Monday
cool.
after Evo.
Okay, yeah. Run back one more time. I just want to see.
All right, regular speed?
Yeah, regular speed's fine.
Lower audio?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Also, if you see me at Evo, we can just start doing this to each other in a crowd, that's totally fine.
Awakened Orochi!
Awakened Orochi!
Dude, honestly, I can't wait for them to come out just for the fucking music.
I wonder if they're going to make the cracks on the ground different every single time, too. Like when he punches
the screen.
Yeah.
I'm actually a little scared of the outro. There it is.
Yeah.
He does look more natural.
Yeah, he's not leaning
he's
forward.
not as punched, but
punched as he normally is, yeah.
He's also doing it a lot slower.
Yeah.
Like he's like in a club and he's just kind of grooving.
Yeah, it's not as pronounced as it was before.
I'm really interested in that like tackle into command.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's camera wave. Did they repeat that over and over again? Oh no, it's just a shake. It's just a shake.
By the way, does her ass not look better than usual in that costume?
I don't know. Let's take a look closer at this.
Yeah, let's examine. Thank you. Good God, girl.
I mean, it's sure me.
The 8 cakes of Orochi, goddamn.
Orochi Suite.
Hey, look at this. Oh man, I would call you all thirsty, but you're obviously hungry more than anything.
Is it just okay? Also, for anyone else who has played Shermie in the past, is this me or does she look faster?
Thank you, Jasmine.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jasmine.
Orochi Shermie actually looks kind of fast. Which I mean.
Chris is just a jerk, right? He
Oh,
goes
yeah.
from a jerk to a bigger jerk.
The music.
Chris.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, these trailers make them look really strong. They show all these light conversions and stuff. But like I said, I wonder if these characters are going to come with a patch, right? Post Evo would be a perfect time. I mean, honestly, if they were going to release the characters on the Monday after Evo, like, I don't think that's a good time to do a patch. They might want to wait because they probably need the information from Evo to determine the balance. Right?
I don't know about all that. I think we've got enough evidence at this point that Cronin's a fucking problem.
That's fair. I definitely was talking shit about Cronin in my last stream. So saying how freaking boring he is.
Oh yeah, no, we definitely covered that in the first, like, 2 times we watched the trailer.
Yeah.
We're on 3 right now. Yeah, the EX donk is really scary.
Oh, I see. What pose does that remind me of?
I'm still not sure.
Like, I swear this reminds me of something, and I can't...
I mean, I made a joke about Sonic the Hedgehog.
Right. But there's something over there. There's somebody who does something like this that it makes me think of, like a throw when they hit you on the ground. So I don't remember.
KOF 15.
Jenna?
No, it wasn't Jenna.
It doesn't look like it, because most of the time characters don't have 3 supers. Or 3 non-climaxes.
Unless you're Yuri, right? So
Yuri and Ash.
Oh, right, but that's because Ash just has custom combo, which is only a level 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have him in Orochi color standard costume as well. So there you go. Well, that was a surprise.
Hey.
What is she? Hey, Jasmine, is she stuck? She might be stuck.
You little dummy. What's she doing? Oh, no, she's good.
Yeah, I know. I had to walk just to make sure she.
Yeah.
She did.
Yeah. So,
That was a
bruh.
surprise.
And as usual, I'm just gonna take my usual stance of Orochi Chris can fuck off. But Shermie and Yashiro both looking pretty fucking nice, and Yashiro wound up with more mystery than I expected, so I'm fascinated.
Interesting. I mean, I'm definitely gonna look at the character because grappler, right?
Yeah.
I mean, but I've already got my Clark, so
Yeah. Oh, no, at one point or another, I have mained both Orochi Shermie and Orochi
Right,
Yashiro.
yeah.
So, like, I'm super
But
here
they
for
look
it.
strong. They look strong.
Yeah, they look
for
good.
sure. They look strong, and so we'll see how that pans out. But you know,
And I'm glad Orochi Shermie got to keep, like, her biggest buff from O2UM, which is that little, like, hopping overhead normal where she, like, kicks out.
right.
The one that looks like her jumping heavy kick.
right? Yeah.
Getting to keep that and then still do the air flip kick thing.
Yeah.
That was a huge boon in O2UM that she didn't have before.
I mean, again, I will say, and again, obviously we have no inside information, But 99% chance, I think they're coming out on Monday after Evo, or right as soon as the tournament ends. They'll be like, and they're available now. You know,
doing the super cool E3 thing.
Yeah, I mean, because they've done that at Evo a lot. They're always like, it's available tomorrow. You know, I mean, God, the time when what was it? Was it Honda, Lucia, and like.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, they like.
Who was that? The third character I remember. Oh, it was Poison.
Poison, that's right. Yeah.
I was like, the third character I cared about. Oh yeah, the character I play. Duh.
Right, dude. That's funny. Between me, you, and David, we play those 3 characters. Actually, it's kind of funny. But yeah, really, really cool. And yeah, potentially Monday, I would say, or even on Sunday. But I wonder if Evo has any policy that's like you can't release them during the final Sunday.
Yeah, no. I mean, honestly, you obviously shouldn't. Also, they tend to release on Japan time. So even if it was like Sunday, like they say, like available now, it's actually Monday morning.
Yeah. Of course. Yeah. I mean, Viperus. I mean, that would be crazy if there was a new Sam show coming, dude. I
don't think there's a new Sam show, but I think Sam show's getting an update.
Oh,
from the Steam DB stuff.
That's right. I mean, I would believe more that there's a Garo 2 coming before a new Sam show, frankly. So.
Yeah, some sort of Fatal Fury something.
No, you don't want to drop them before the announcement because that happened by accident for Capcom. For
Kage.
Kage, and then no one watched the finals because everybody was too busy trying out all the new stuff.
Dude,
so.
I felt so bad for all the staff at Capcom at that event. The meltdown was real.
Yeah,
it was. I felt so bad.
You know what it really was? It was like when you stomp the ground really hard next to an ant hive, and then you just see all the ants like swirling around really fast. That's what it looked like backstage.
Dude, I'm not even sure it looked that good.
Right?
Because I'm not trying to like name names, but I definitely saw some people, and like they went from having a great time to like DEFCON 5 level panic.
Yeah.
It was bad.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, but if they drop that week, like even like that Wednesday or something, like an A+. Because that's all I'm gonna be doing the rest of that week is hanging out with those 2 characters.
Right, yeah. Just trying
and then figuring out how I'm gonna restructure my team.
Man, that's the thing is like I wonder if I'm gonna pick up either of any of those characters. I mean, most likely not, because I still haven't even quite like what my main team is right now is.
It's like Clark, 5 characters.
Clark Isla Kyo is like the main one because I dropped Andy. I might still want to put back in there because she's just broken and super good. She's not that good, honestly. To be fair. Kyo and Clark are probably just as good as Mai is right now, right? So
I mean, I would even infer that Clark's probably better.
Yeah. And yeah, no, trust me, Jar, you will be seeing a lot of Cronin blasting people at Evo. That will be happening a lot.
Yeah, I mean, that's actually one concern I do have, and it's one of... Okay, first off, it's one of the blessings of KOF, is that everyone has to play 3 characters. Because you remember how mad people were at Sam's show with top 8 with 6 Genjiros?
Yeah, so that one was only rivaled by the Tanyas at CEO, right? So
the fact is that I would say 75% of top 32 is probably going to have a Cronin. And that would really be painful to watch, but at least everyone's forced to play 3 characters.
Right. I mean, I'm honestly scared that top 8 is going to be a lot of Kula Blank Cronin. Kula Blank Cronin. I
actually don't agree completely.
Oh, Leroy at Evo Japan. Yeah, that's right.
That was pretty bad. Yeah, exactly. I mean, KOF 13 anchors. KOF 13 had 2 anchors.
Right. It was Karate and
Shen.
Shen? Oh, Shen. That's right.
Yeah.
Didn't somebody play like Chen or something like that and delete everybody?
Yeah, but I don't think he was anchored.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, Kula X Cronin is definitely up there, but you can still trade Kula for 1 or 2 characters, and your mid slot can be 1 or 2 characters. Like, again, Janae exists, and Vanilla Yashiro exists. Those are big ones. And then there are some characters, or some players who still play with their own flavor. Yeah, there's Elizabeth to think about. And some of those guys have been making waves with, like, Yamazaki and Geese.
Dude, Benimaru, right?
Benny exists.
Tamago is still playing Benimaru.
And
I keep pronouncing it Japanese, I'm sorry, yeah.
Arslan probably is still going to have Athena and or King.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw, but David actually dropped King and is playing Shermie now.
Good. Good.
And he was like, you know, I'm winning a lot easier with Shermie, even though I don't know the character than I was with King.
Because he has grappler mentality, and he does a lot of things that also like Corey does.
Yeah.
Which is it only has to work once.
Dude, Corey, does he play Dinosaur still?
Yeah.
So David and Corey are running into the same team again. Does Corey? Who does he play besides Dinosaur and Shermie?
Mostly Rugal.
Rugal, okay, yeah. Rugal,
but he still dabbles in Antonov, but he's kind of gotten sick of like the issues Antonov has. So so he still has a Rugal. Because I think one other character.
Because David's other is Maxima, so he's still playing Maxima. But they've both gone to Shermie and Dinosaur now. But yeah, I also think that Shermie is broken. But you know,
she's not broken. But I still think
know.
she's criminally underrated.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's one of those characters that like has surprisingly good neutral if she can make you respect her, if even for a moment, and then everything else is. It worked once. And you're dead.
I think Shermie is one of those characters that might be stronger if you can play outside of KOF mentality. You know how we talk about that a lot with Whip and other characters, right? Like
she's not necessarily playing KOF.
Yeah, she's not playing KOF, but she's just crazy. And we just broke down the trailer a lot, Cobra. And but yeah, I mean, like, because like I said, I fought against somebody and I just did jump attack, and he either did flippy grab or just regular grab, and I couldn't do anything about it.
Yeah, and again, because her backwards cartwheel thing that I can never remember the name, is it Shermie Whip? Is the back roll is invincible to grounded normals.
Yep.
And then she still has a one frame command grab.
Yep.
And supers.
Right.
Which means that you can never really like meaty her.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. So like when you jump kick her, if you don't combo into the ground attack, you're in a 50-50 every time you jump at her. Yeah. And that drove me nuts because
she's a Street Fighter 5 character.
I don't want to play that mix up, dude. I don't want to play that kind of game. And that's what I mean. Like normally if you play KOF, you're not going to risk it all because you can get punished pretty badly for missing either one of those. But still, like, she could be super annoying to fight against.
But yeah, no, and again, like she just like because I believe she's a secondary character. You run her in second slot, so that she has meter to invest to fucking kill you.
Yeah,
but doesn't have to blow everything.
Right, because she can combo off of all of her command throws.
Everything goes into everything.
Yeah,
and people die.
Everything goes into everything.
And because she has so few hits in her combos, they don't scale very much.
Yeah, and then
I want Hizoku's at all. I don't care if it's Lin. I mean, I'd rather have Dualon or Xiaolon, but I'll take Lin.
Which one's Lin?
Not
Mylin, not that one.
No,
right?
Lin. He's the like olive skin, the Samson with the ball, the ponytail.
Okay, yeah. I mean, someone said it in the chat earlier, and I mean, it's just true. There's so many characters all of us still want to see in this game, right? There's just so many more characters, and like I said, I really could hope that they can extend the life of this game like a Street Fighter 5, like a Tekken 8. And have it last at least like 4 years or something like that, because then we will have a chance to see a bunch of these characters, and who knows, maybe they might finally actually. I mean, if we get into third year and they're still making DLC, maybe I'll hold out hope for Team USA. But until then, like, probably.
I won't be surprised if a year from now we have Team USA.
You think so?
I think we were bitching about it early enough that if they want to work them into year 2, that they can.
Yeah.
Because remember, they had those conversations like, are these fuckers serious?
Yeah, right.
Oh god, they are serious?
They weren't sure if if everybody was just trolling, because I mean it is trolling because obviously they've never made it into the game and we're all acting like they never will make it in the game. But we all want the characters to be in there.
Kim is the most requested character.
Yeah. Kim is getting in there for sure.
Yeah. He's gonna print the money. Because everyone wants Kim. Because
Kim will be season 2's Rock.
Yeah. That's pretty much how it's
going. Kim is going to be season 2's
And if they're
Rock.
real fucking smart, they'll put Mei Li in the same team.
Okay. Yeah, who would they put on the team?
Mei Li and Jun would be the fucking smart money. That would be the best way to go. Like an actual like Taekwondo Team Korea. Because they're all that archetype, air quote, like design wise, but they all play dramatically different.
Yeah, I mean, for me, like, I feel like part of me still thinks like, because this feels like kind of like their this is turning into a dream match kind of game, like just by nature of the way it exists, and we already have Team Awakened Treasures and all these like Sacred Treasures and all this stuff. I think it would be really funny if like Cheng and Choi show up and they are actually reformed and they're heroes and they're like super good and they're teamed up with Kim this time, you know, and like
voluntarily
now they really are Team Justice. Like I think that would actually be kind of funny, dude.
I mean, personally, what I'm really hoping for out of next year, and it's really season 3, by the way, because the first 2 teams are season 1, these next 2 teams are season 2,
right?
Because they're different passes, whatever. So
Right,
pass 3, I really would like for them to continue the story, because every team ending has like a post-credit stinger. And it actually like leads into the future.
I see. Okay.
And a couple of them are like, bro. So I'm really hoping that they get to continue.
I mean, Unruly, I've been saying that I really wanted Rugal, Mature, and Vice to finally be on a team, but that's not going to happen at this point because Omega Rugal is playable and kind of really... Like, there's no reason to put in a regular Rugal at this point, right? I mean, they could.
I mean, I think I would love for them to start adding EX characters. Like, have, like, the weird legacy versions of characters. Because OG Rugal's Stomp Super is still one of the coolest supers in the franchise to me.
I mean, he doesn't even have the Kaiser Wave.
He doesn't have Kaiser Wave.
They could actually give
him the eye laser.
Right. I mean, the funny thing about Kaiser Wave is, I mean, it's just one of those things that you started and you try to predict people rolling and then you shoot them out of their roll.
Or you get a full screen knockdown and you throw it and then chase it like it's an assist. Because it's fucking huge.
Okay, got it. I mean, Adelheid, Vice, and Mature. I mean, it wouldn't make sense, right? Story-wise. Right? It wouldn't make sense.
Not here for it, no.
You got water here. You can wash the taste out of your mouth at this point in time, so...
Yeah, Mature Vites Genets I could get behind.
Sense, yeah.
Especially because I think I would love to see the story of them just infighting the whole time. Because they're like, yes, sir, you piece of shit.
Oh, man. Why do I... Mature doesn't have an eye patch, right?
She did.
Okay,
like
so there was
after being brought back from the dead, yes.
Okay, because
12 and 13, Mature has an eye patch.
I was thinking about that. I was like, why do I have this picture?
Look, I keep trying to forget about Kim, and you keep reminding me he exists. I don't care.
Not everybody wants Kim back.
I mean, it's not that I hate him. I just don't care.
Right.
I just don't.
I mean, I really, like I said, I still want the Kenso, Dualon, and maybe Shenwu team, right?
Yeah.
So, wait, so I forget.
Kenso, Dualon, blank.
Is Shenwu part of the Hizoku clan or no?
No, he's just Punchy Boy.
He's just Punchy, but he's Chinese, right?
Yes.
So, and that's the thing. So, like, he could fit on a Team China officially, right?
Be totally fine. And it's just like them helping out Kenso to take down Ron and fucking get the base, everything. Yeah,
the only thing that scares me the most about Kenso is that he has a reverse DP motion, and I mean, Shangfei has been on Team China before, right? So
I think she's just been on women fighters teams.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Yeah,
Kenso duel on Shangfei would actually be fucking sick.
But I mean, the problem with it is that if they put Kenso back in the game and let's say they continue the Dragon storyline, they kind of have to put Bao in there because isn't Bao involved in that storyline?
They don't have to.
Okay.
They don't have to.
Because I know people don't like Bao, right? So
Bao is just another Kula where you hate him or you play him.
Oh, okay, got it.
Well, and Shangfei was also in OTUM. And I think she has like one of the coolest throwback supers ever made.
Why would Oswald, Dualon, and Shenwu team up here?
Because Oswald and Shenwu were a team in 11.
Right, and who was their teammate?
Ash.
It was the Ash team, right?
That was the 11
Pro Tag
Ash
team, right? Yeah.
And then before that, though, it was Ash, Shen, Dualon. So there's going to be like a united collection.
Right, yeah. Okay. Got it.
Yeah. No, dude, Shangfei's O2 hidden super is about the coolest fucking thing to me.
Which one was that one?
She dodges into the background like it's Fatal Fury and then dashes back in.
All right, yeah. Okay,
I was
cool.
so stoked.
That's cool. That's funny. But yeah, I mean, Kenso, I'm really curious how they could do, because he's obviously can be on anything at this point in time, right?
I mean, and plus this is 15. With enough writing, you can justify anything.
I mean, would they? Is there like, would Chen come back?
I personally, I love Chen, and I personally think that it's actually better if he stays retired. I think that
So
shows
there was
good
a storyline thing, right?
He's just been like, I'm getting too old for this crap. And then they put him in 13 anyway.
Oh, man. I mean, Chin, Tung, and Jubei would be a pretty funny team, the old man teachers, right? So
I mean, I would also be down for them to trade one of them out for Sakata Toji from Wild Ambition.
I don't know that character.
Don't worry about it, but he's a grumpy old man from Okinawa.
Okay, fair. Oh, man. I mean,
Takuma Sakazaki is always a good choice.
I have my Takuma cards here still.
Of course you do.
Like I said, I'm obligated to play him if he ever shows up.
Yeah.
So, got my Takuma cards, baby. Let's go, Takuma! Now, if they could find a way to glitch it so I can pick 3 Takumas on the same team, then...
I mean, you've seen the people playing like 3 Rugals.
Yeah. Wait, have they? Oh, okay.
Just being assholes.
Yeah. Oh, man. Okay. Do we want to go back to the Evo brackets?
Yeah, let's just look at the top 48 projection.
Just the top 48?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, the reason why I'm looking at the top 192 is because there's actually some key names that don't make it into the top 48, it feels like, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's also one of those things, like, you're like, oh, that's a great player, but he ran into score.
So, like,
there's Combo Fiend.
Right, and see, Rome would disappear here, so we wouldn't see him in the top 40, but
Yeah.
Combo Fiend is here
And God
as well.
gets bopped.
Yeah. All right, and then this bracket over here, if I show the projected... Cien.
Yeah, also, I'd love to see
course.
Saisu come back.
Cien, of course. Cien.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, that's the whole thing, right? That's why I'm sad that Rock is on the Team Garo. Because if they did the Team Apprentices and then put all their dads together or something, like put all the like you would have these generational teams, but Mad KOF, of course.
Okay, Senior Fro, I get you.
Mad KOF is here. Ooh, they have him beating a Wise Honey.
I mean, it is Mad KOF we're talking about,
BBZ.
in all fairness.
There's a Wise Honey back down here. Juan KOF. Okay, Kokoneta. He's a pretty
Koko desu ka?
Koku desu ka?
Koku desu ka?
Doki desu ka?
Yeah, no, I want Mr. Karate to appear at some point.
Xiao Bao. Xiao Bao is a Taiwan player as well.
Oh yeah,
Donka. Donka, of course. Coach Steve, he's here as well. Yeah.
No, dude, everyone to their grandma. I told you, we know at least 250 people
Violence
playing
Kid.
KOF.
Nephew, Defeat Lee,
Ludovic, Coach Steve.
Lud, Coach Steve, yeah. Shin Paulo, Phantom Miria.
Yeah, no, all day.
Yeah, we know all these people, dude. But I mean, this is what's cool about Abao, of course. Sace MX, Juicebox.
Yeah.
Scientificov.
Actually,
Frianel, there he is.
well, I mean, you sign up for it doesn't mean you get to appear.
Right.
Because I believe Juicebox actually isn't making it to Evo.
Oh, really? Oh, that sucks. Okay.
Yeah.
They're silent. Oh, he beats Andy OCR. Haha, take that, Andy OCR. Silent still in the chat. Oh, man. Xiao Hei, yeah, different Taiwan player.
Hey.
Arslan Ash. YJK, do we know that name as well?
It sounds familiar, but I don't know why.
El Rosa. Mono.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mono's definitely playing a lot of KOF. Score, Frezer, Justin, ZJZ. They're all in the same pool? Oh, God, that's gross. Lapis Hell Pockets. Nerd Josh is in this pool as well. And then in the last one here, Reynald He wasn't in that initial list. Huero, who we talked about, obviously. And yeah, there you go. Brittany, hey, what's up, Brittany? Shimblade. There you go.
Yeah.
So, I mean, again, the brackets are changing constantly, Seru X, because people...
Oh, no, I definitely saw Karn in there.
Oh, in the same pool with the...
I believe it was in that same pool.
Okay.
I know I just saw Karn a moment ago.
Yeah, because the whole thing, remember, the brackets are changing. There's a place that you can still submit, hey, this is kind of fucked, you know, and they're trying to change
this is the
things
guy
as
I'm
much
driving into
fun.
town with,
Right,
or, you know.
Or, yeah.
But yeah, like, definitely check it out. But also, like, the guys over at Game Goons are posting all the top 48 stuff and, like, sorting them out and whatnot. But yeah, we've definitely been having a good laugh about the fact that we got to announce score for our little mini suite, and he's projected to win. And I'm like, oh, yeah!
Actually, let me do one more thing over here.
All right, Cobra, take it easy.
Oh, you taking off? Okay. Yeah, no problem. Hope everything's going well with you. I know you said you've been doing a lot of work, so...
But also, on the other hand, though, as I also do understand that jet lag is a motherfucker.
Yes.
And if you have to wake up early the next day, probably not going to be as inclined to hang out for as long.
Yeah.
So...
That's true. If score makes top 8,
yeah,
and it's
like,
the first game of the day.
Yeah, he'd just walk up like, hey, guys, thanks, and then leave.
Yeah.
Like,
thanks
fucking
for
fair
the,
enough.
Thanks for the you bye.
Yeah.
I'm not you bye. Yeah, bye.
Yeah, bye.
Yeah, bye. Oh, yeah, dude.
We watched it 3 times. Where were you?
Kitty? I thought you were here the whole entire time. I was. I mean,
oh, no,
I
because she probably took a selfie of her screaming as she watched it.
Yeah, I probably figured.
I
I thought she fainted, maybe, and that's what it was. So, yeah.
Yeah, see? There we go.
But yeah.
You're getting enough oxygen.
One of the last things I want to show here is
I'm honestly down to watch it again.
the top 8. So Lacid, I mean, is he in like the ICFCs all the time?
Yes.
Okay. From Korea. Paco here in top 8. Paco on winner's side. Who's Paco?
Didn't he top 8 at Breaker or CEO?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure who Paco is. I'm not as familiar with him as much.
I'm trying to remember what region he's from.
Okay.
Like specifically.
That's my bad too.
But also,
by the way,
I think didn't he top 8 in 14 at Evo?
Did he? Okay.
I think so.
Okay. But Score, Reynald, of course, E.T., Arslan, Ash, Mad Keov, and Violent King.
Okay, Paco is Mexico.
Okay. That is a freaking crazy ass top 8.
Oh, yeah.
Now, obviously, this is if their data is correct and everything goes exactly.
But this is a fighting game event.
Upsets,
everything is subject to change.
Yeah. So, pretty sure this won't be the top 8, but if it was, it would be pretty sick.
I mean, it's probably not going to be too far different.
Yeah, and again, the projections come from past results in Smash and Start.gg. So Arslan Ash did really well at Combo Breaker, and then he did really well at DreamHack. Didn't he win DreamHack or got second place at DreamHack?
Top 2, I believe.
Something like that. So
remember.
he has the scores on Start.gg.
Yeah, which basically just
database.
gives you, it's the batting average they see you having to put in for seeding.
Exactly. So ET hasn't played in as many events that are in that are in Start.gg's records, basically. So yeah, most people would probably pick ET over Arslan Ash, but it's hard to say.
I'm not counting either of them out in that one, honestly.
Oh, yeah. But I mean, ET and ZJZ is not even in this list here at all. ET and ZJZ are still the only 2 players that I have seen beat Xiaohai in one of those online sets. They're the only 2 players that I've ever seen beat Xiaohai. So outside of that, Xiaohai has beat everybody basically.
Yeah. No, I mean, there's likely to be at least 3 of those out of the top 8 that are wrong.
Right. I mean,
there's going to be something else that sneaks in.
Someone's going to be in there that we're all going to be like, what the fuck? Like, seriously, like Justin or Chris G is going to end up in there and we're like, what is going on? You know, kind of a thing. Because it happens every tournament. There's always one player out of the 8 that you're just like, wait. Because the player that was supposed to win that bracket got upset earlier or something weird has happened. So, yeah, it's crazy.
Well, I mean, just reinforce my point, too, is that Arslan and ET are the same tier seed-wise.
Yeah,
so,
makes sense.
Like,
makes sense.
Justin is not only is Justin playing KOF at Evo, it's the only game he entered.
Yep. He basically said it's the only game he cares to play right now. So
it's the only fun game right now.
Again, I mean, I've talked about this many times, and you know, it's a heart game, dude, and that's how Justin plays. Dude.
Us old fuckers really like some heart game.
And again, like I said, I mean, there's one guy I know who's like super curmudgeon. And he's like, oh, God, I loved it. I mean, he's like the biggest Third Strike fan ever. And he's like, KOF 15 might be my favorite game right now. You know, like, I mean, like the old school people. No, yes, DK Unit, fix the matchmaking, please. Yeah. I mean, the matchmaking may have hurt KOF 15 so badly because I know a lot of people have stopped playing it. I'm hoping people bring it back. You know what I mean? Like, come back to play if they fix the matchmaking. So. No.
I mean, so the only thing is, like, so on the regards to matchmaking, it's definitely something that, like, SNK has fumbled with a few times now, but a lot of fighting games fumble with it. What is it about matchmaking that just fucking sucks? Like, how is it, like, a repeating problem in games?
I'll tell you, as a programmer who has tried to create algorithms similar to this, you just create this algorithm. On paper, it seems like it should work. And then these weird, like, edge cases or just unexpected results happen.
Values and shit.
Yeah, and, like, things are just going to happen that it's just, like, you're out. Like, I mean, think of it this way. When KI first came out, remember, they created their jail system for rage quitters, right? And it actually ended up hurting the top players more than the rage quitters, because they would beat them so badly, everyone would rage quit on them, and they couldn't tell who rage quit because that's peer-to-peer connection. So the top player had more rage quits than the rage
people
quitters.
Who quit on them because of the batting average of it.
Right, exactly. So a lot of top players got thrown into jail. Like, weird shit like that you just don't think of happens.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, you can't fucking have a rage quit jail if you don't know who quit. Like, that's your first point of failure.
And that is the issue right there. And that has always been one of the hardest things to solve in a game that is not server-based and peer-to-peer based. So when the peer-to-peer ends and both people try to report in there, you don't know who did the disconnect. You really just don't know because the connection died and there's no way to really kind of...
Then don't add a jail system.
Right. That's the thing, right? Don't add the jail system. But that's the thing, is that when KI came out, everyone talked about it. Like, create a jail system. So they tried to implement the jail system, and they just weren't expecting that to happen, right? I think Max was one of the people who got thrown into jail because he was playing on stream a lot, and he had played the game a lot, so people kept rage quitting on him, and he got put into jail. And that was one of the ways they found out about it, right? So... it's just that there's so many different kind of crazy things. And like I said...
but it's just like matchmaking is a big problem. Okay, yes. That is 100% one of the best statements I've heard in a while. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. Users are great at identifying problems, not so good at identifying solutions.
Yeah.
Which, in short, is also, people love to complain.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. Like, I created a program that tried to prioritize a queue of a whole bunch of things, and, like, based off of priority numbers and all these things and situations and everything. And it just grinded to a halt. The queue literally just grinded to a halt, and, like, nothing was going through. And it just, like, you look in the database for unprocessed requests, and it just was like... just like thousands of rows being added to the table and stuff like that. It's just, when they're doing the matchmaking, they're like, let's go try it. But the thing is, network connections do this. Yeah. And so you could find it at the wrong time, or that you put this criteria in there and then everybody gets filtered out. And so literally only 3 people fall under the criteria. So you keep finding the same people over and over and over again. And again, really hard to test that in your in studio labs. It's like one of the hardest things to test.
Especially when, you know, your network is better than ours.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly,
And
Wingless.
that was
How
the
do you know
point he was
who Alt
making.
F4
Yeah.
who legit lost connection, right? Because let's say after the match is over, both players have to report in, right? It's easy to unplug and plug back in. You've killed the connection. You plug back in, the game's going to be like, there was a disconnect, and then try to report
that there was a disconnect.
Right,
yeah.
that there was a disconnect. So both players report in.
Yeah.
How do you know which one was the one who was at fault for the disconnect? And this has been the problem for fighting games. This is why the rage quitting thing has never really properly been solved.
I know this is probably one of those stupid answer things that I'm just gonna check. Why not do like at least a random ping every second or less? Just a ping. And then that way, if someone doesn't get the ping in a certain amount of time, then you can like predict they were the one who disconnected. So then you're in peer-to-peer, but you also just put out a server ping.
Because it sounds like a good idea, but then your server's going to have to be able to handle a bazillion pings every minute. Yeah. Basically. Your machine, you have to be like...
Well, how is that not... Or how is that worse than just doing it on the server in general? Instead of doing instead of being server based, you do peer to peer with the pings. Wouldn't that be still less?
No, but that's the reason why nobody does it server based. Is because it's too much stress. There's no fighting game that does server based now. Obviously,
not anymore. There used to be though. I think.
Was there? I think Virtua Fighter might still try to do it that way.
I think that's correct.
Yeah, but again, a lot of those other companies like Riot and everybody else, like they're spending a fucking gazillion dollars on their servers to be able to handle all these kind of things, right? So all those games are server based, but for fighting games, like Capcom and Arxis aren't going to have the infrastructure to handle that kind of thing. You know what I mean? So.
Oh man, no. So on Saryu's point about like people complaining a lot, there's a lot of people don't even know what they're complaining about.
Oh yeah, I talked about that yesterday too. How like someone was like, I was talking about the Cammy forums where in the first season of Street Fighter 4, we all thought Cammy sucked until Sanford Kelly showed us the way and got top 8 at Evo in the first year, right? But I still remember someone being like, Cammy is so bad. You know what? Make her dive kick an overhead. Give her a command throw. Like, make her drill safer on block. And and I was like, you have just created the most broken character in fighting game history.
Before that, Combo Fiend working on Street Fighter 4, he's like, there are people who want Makoto's dash punch to be like +8 on block.
Right, yeah. Exactly.
Really? Because people also don't, people really seem to not understand that if my character is broken, more people are going to play me, and I'm going to have to deal with it on the defensive side too.
Right. So, Wingless, one of the things about that is if you enter a rank match, you acknowledge that if you disconnect for any reason, it counts against you. Again, they're server-based. So you are getting your information from the server the entire time. The problem with fighting games is that this again, I can't speak to this with full detail because obviously I've never worked on a fighting game. I'm basing this off of my own programming knowledge and everything like that. But once the server assigns 2 people to fight against each other, they don't remember you exist.
Yeah, washes your hands.
They just basically like, you guys go play. You guys make a direct connection, which is why their Wi-Fi will kill your game too, right? If it was server-based like we do with Parsec, that's why when we play Soul Calibur on Parsec, if the other guy has the shittiest connection possible, it doesn't affect you because Parsec turns it into a server-based fighting game.
Which is why you have to pay for it your damn self.
Right, which is why I was spending $100 every month doing that. $200 every month doing that. So,
and yet somehow we pay for Xbox Live and PlayStation Plus and everything just to be allowed to use a suboptimal service.
Yeah,
that's cool.
And so that's the problem is once it goes peer to peer, they know this match exists. They have it in their database that we paired these 2 guys up, but you guys have disappeared. And so eventually that thing is either just going to time out, and I don't know how they handle that. They'll just record it as a wash, or they'll give both players a loss or something like that. But then after the match is over, you both report back in the results, right? So.
Yeah. But, again, they've said they're working on it. I hope they have something really nice to announce at Evo for it. Like, hey, we've got fixes in place. They will go live with the Orochi team patch.
Right.
And
it'll also be added to Samurai Showdown.
I won't be surprised if they're like, now that we figured out how to do this, Samsho might be getting rollback. And you know what? Just to make you care, here's some extra shit.
Right.
Which I've really been thinking, like, I'm really hoping that they just make at least 2 of them, like, easy clone characters. Oh, that's right. That's right, because I was talking about it. I wasn't talking about it on the show.
Oh, okay. Because they could easily do, what, Evil Haomaru or whatever like that, right?
Rosetsumaru, yeah. So that was one of the things is, the Storm Collectibles had the Rosetsumaru figure.
Yep.
And all of the branding is for the modern Samurai Showdown. It's not like Samurai Showdown franchise.
Right,
But suddenly they reveal Rosetsumaru?
Yeah. I've been thinking that a little bit too. Accidental leak, you know, kind of thing.
So, if Samsho is getting an update and the first thing they reveal is Rosetsumaru, oops.
I mean, I think it's accurate. I mean, I think it would be Rosetsumaru and Wolverine, right? Let's go, bud.
Honestly, I'm kind of hoping for Rara. I really would like Rara.
Which one's Rara again?
The bust Nako with the wolf.
Oh, I thought her name was something different. Rara. Okay. Gotcha. I mean, they have a wolf in like they could just recolor
Poppy.
Poppy, yeah.
Repaint Poppy, mod him a little bit, and then make him angry. I mean, that's fine. Get angry.
Oh man. All right, because Rara and Rosetsumaru were turned into their own unique characters in future games, right?
Yeah, but they originally were just
bust. Right. What was the secret of? I mean, what was the story of Rara and stuff? Like, are they actual just evil spirits of them, or?
I'm gonna be honest, I don't fully know for sure.
Okay.
Like, because Rara is basically like Nako's pissed off like reflection, and she sits there and just judges her for not being better at her job and shit like that.
Sounds like fucking Celeste.
Fuck yeah, Andrew, let's go.
God. Oh God.
I mean, we got Iroha. I'm pretty sure like SNK has completely washed their hands of the rest of Samsho 6 at this point. It's a shame. Samsho 6 has some cool shit, but
I mean, put some Kusuro Ghetto in there, dude. Put
Kusuro Ghetto's music in. Ba 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 ba. That song's so good.
Okay.
It's 5 special theme.
Okay, maybe we'll close out on that theme. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Oh man. But yeah, I mean, who knows what's going to happen, obviously, at EVA with all these announcements. And we just got this trailer and like...
Only a fucking week away. It's too close.
It's too close and it's too far away, but
yeah.
it's too close.
I mean, I'm stoked for Awakened Orochi, but Jesus.
Oh, man. No, I think that wasn't Andrew supposed to be the president at the time period that the game's supposed to take
more
place
or less, but then he's like also super anime husbandoed.
Yeah.
It's like really wild.
Weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, honestly, if they can... Netcode talk aside and everything like that. I mean, netcode is a hard thing to solve. It really is. And, you know, I wish I had someone like Zynak on here or like Keats on here, one of those two that knows more about the matchmaking and stuff. Because, I mean, it's telling that a game like Killer Instinct or even Skullgirls, you know, the people in charge of those games like Keats and Hihun will not be named, like, they're obviously really smart. They're really passionate about this. And I don't think either of them have solved the rage quit problem either, right?
Yeah,
so.
But I mean, like, the rage quit problem is just, like, that's a tertiary problem at this point. Like, let's just
matchmaking needs to work. But just, matchmaking.
Dude, honestly, here's the thing. I will take fucking LTG players all day if I can always find a match.
What kind of players?
LTG, which is rage quit every time.
Oh. Oh, fair enough. I mean, like, I seriously...
quit, talk shit.
Yeah, I mean, when I played, like I said, I ran into the same 3 people over and over and over. I haven't played KOF 15 online ever in, like, 2 months or something like that, because ever since I just couldn't get any matches.
Anytime I play it online, it's just with friends.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
I'm not trying to climb no rank ladder right now. I want to just fucking play the game and have fun.
Mm-hmm. And it's really irritating because honestly, I have seen so many people say that they stopped playing because the matchmaking didn't work. Because not everybody out there has access to Discords and friends to play and stuff like that. They just are just trying to find matches out there.
Okay, that's objectively false. They obviously have access to it. They just choose not to use it.
No. Well,
Like, you have access to finding humans online. If you want to play randomly, that's fine.
These
That's
are
different.
people who might not know where to go search, or are really shy or really introverted and don't want to do that stuff.
But saying they don't have access to it is like kind of a misnomer.
Okay, that's fair. But I mean, from my point of view, where I completely understand how they feel, they don't have access to it. They don't have access to it. I mean, I've been on my streams enough being like, you can just play online against the data, and the people are like, no, I can't. You know, like it's different.
You have to go in blind sometimes, and that's fine. I mean, I get it. Like, sometimes social interaction is a huge barrier to wanting to play online, and being able to play randomly. Yeah, I get it.
Well, again,
but
Lurker
it's not
Spine,
impossible.
all the matchmaking, remember, is done on the server side. So there's no way you can mod the game to improve the matchmaking. The matchmaking is nothing in the game. The game doesn't do any matchmaking.
Well, I mean, would it benefit from the stuff like MMOs do, where they just shut down for an hour for server maintenance? Like, maybe like there's just like a bunch of shitty cache data they need to reset every week.
I mean, I doubt that's what's happening. I think that they just can't figure out the proper algorithm or something, or they're just running into problems. Either that, or
fucking round everything up, you'll be fine.
Either that, or they're just testing it so badly to make sure that it super works.
Yeah.
That they don't want to just like put out a half-ass solution that doesn't work. You know what I mean?
I mean, again, the bigger thing right now is, I think, transparency.
Mm-hmm. That's the hardest part.
Yeah,
right
like I would be fine with a half-ass fix and say we're working on more, but I'd also be fine with like, hey, we haven't figured out a good enough solution. We're still working on it, I promise. But, you know, there's very little scarier than having a problem and receiving radio silence.
Right. I mean, look what happened to Sam's show, right? The radio silence was deafening, you know.
MVCI.
MVCI, the radio silence was deafening. Exactly.
Yeah. And the thing is, SNK is traditionally, or has been recently traditionally, pretty good about it. And they have said things, but like it's at the point where they need to say a little more.
That's why this is the one that I feel like they haven't figured out how to fix it yet, because they haven't been saying anything, because they've been a lot better about it. Like you said, they've been talking about things a lot, and I just feel like because in this particular situation that they're not saying anything, I feel like there's more like, shit, why can't we get this to work kind of thing.
Now, that being said, also the Evo panel, Josh is there. And he's a software engineer as well as being like one of their lead English speakers.
Right.
So he's going to have to hold that. He's going to have to talk about it.
Yeah.
It's going to come up.
Right. Unless he can definitely play the, I'm not the network guy. I don't do the network stuff. Right.
I mean, I'm going to say it. I don't think Gibby's going to let him get away with it. I think Gibby's going to be like, guys.
Yeah, because that's going to be like the number one. Like, if they're not preparing for that question right now already, then they're not.
You're going to have a bad time.
Yeah, they're going to have a bad time, basically.
But yeah, because if you aren't following him, Gibby is going to be the MC of the panel, as he traditionally is. And yeah, I don't think he's going to let them like brush that one off. It needs to be addressed. If it's not fixed yet, it needs to be discussed.
Yes.
You can have the whole fucking panel about that topic, and that'll be fine. I don't give a shit. Like, the fucking characters are coming out in a couple weeks. I don't need to know about them. Fix.
Yeah. No, network programming is really fucking hard. So yeah, trust me, I'm not the best at network programming either, Lurker Spine. A lot of the networking stuff was done by one of my coworkers, and I kind of piggybacked and learned little stuff off of him. But the whole concept of network is basically how to transfer data the cheapest way possible, and how do you account for the fact that connections can die. And it's like the most unsolvable problem, and it's the reason why Wi-Fi doesn't work for fighting games very well. And Keats clearly explained this is because as the Wi-Fi is being transmitted, you just lose packets.
It just happens.
You can't prevent that from happening. And so even as good as it is, it just happens and you don't know it. And just because when you play some games, especially ones that are server-based, you don't see a lot of problems, that doesn't necessarily mean your connection is great. Because the thing about it is, like the no solution networking problem is basically how do you know that the other side received your data. Right? You send them something, and this is called the handshake, basically. You send it to them, and then they tell you,
Roger,
we received
got
the
it.
data. We received the data. What if that never makes it?
Yeah.
So does the client side then send it again until it gets the response from the other side? Like, you send your response, did you get my data? We got nothing. Send it again. We got nothing. Send it again. And the other side's like, finally, here it is. And then they're like, okay, we're stopped. But what if they don't send the information back because of some weird network error? Then this side keeps sending it forever until it times
Like,
out.
whoa, we got too many of them.
And so, but then if you take that step the next further, and it's the client that sends it, and it's like, should I send it again? Because the server never told me they got it. So you have this infinite handshake, basically forever. And this is the unsolvable network problem. And so a lot of people, could you express this in Street Fighter terms?
I mean, the only way I was thinking about it is, imagine you parry and that's the packet that drops. Because it's like such a tiny input.
I'm trying to think. There might be actually a way to explain this, but I'm going to have to think about it for a long time. So, yeah. But, I mean, that's basically...
I mean, I can fucking order shit at the counter and still get it wrong.
Right? Yeah. Oh, it's just... This is why networking is hard. This is one of the things that makes networking kind of impossible to solve, and why people have come up with all these algorithms and why on a lot of programs, when you go and try to communicate with the server, you sit there for a long time and it times out because it has to give up eventually waiting for the client to respond. Otherwise, the program will be stuck forever, and bad programs will... That's what happens. It says, hey, client, did I connect to you? And the client never responds, and it just sits there waiting for a response forever, and then the program hangs.
Soft lock.
Yeah, basically. And so that's why it's such a crazy problem. And then there's things like routing. You can go from New York to Vancouver to London to Dallas to LA when trying to play some on the West Coast from the East Coast. Yeah. I mean, it's funny because when I was doing the parsec stuff, the route...
Also, I really love Cone's metaphor.
Okay, we'll get to that in a second. But the route from the guy's computer to the parsec server, every week they could experience a different quality because it was just going a different path, or that particular path that they've always used, one leg of it got completely congested with information. And that's why I always make the joke of, the internet tube, the intertubes are clogged,
On that one, when I was playing PSO2, I was playing on the Japanese servers because the American servers didn't fucking exist.
Right.
There actually was no effective route from Texas to Japan.
Right, yeah.
And so what part of the actual, American homebrew tooling was to force the tunneling to actually be able to reach.
Right.
And it just forced all the protocols and told you what route you could take.
There you go.
That was the only way it was feasible. It was wild.
Yeah, when you're trying to open Excel to look at your frame data and you click it doesn't respond, so you click it 15 times, and then it opens 15 copies of it. Yeah, that's kind of Yeah, and this is just the way that networking is. It's one of the hardest things to program. It's one of the hardest things to handle. I mean, I didn't even realize how this worked, but when I play FFRK, I can detect it now because in the database, let's say a match has 7,000 bits of information where this person's located, all this stuff, blah, 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 all this information, right? But when you send it over to the client side, they don't necessarily need all of that data. So you have to create what's called a data transfer object, which is basically the same data row with all that information, but pairing out all the things you don't need. So it's a smaller thing and you can deliver it over there. And I literally saw that in FFRK. I would just sit there and be like, oh, this screen doesn't let me look at the details of this because they just don't want to send all that information,
Also, because Wayla's point here, Chile has a better connection versus East Coast players than it does with Brazil because of the routing from Chile to Brazil is so fucked.
Yep.
Holy shit.
The real life analogy on that one is that sometimes it's cheaper to fly from Canada to US back into Canada than it is to go from Canada to Canada.
Somehow I'm not fucking surprised. And again, I mean, on the same one too. There were a couple of times where flying from LA to China to Japan
Yeah.
is way cheaper than flying from LA to Japan.
Yeah.
And I mean way cheaper.
Yeah, no, Canada has that problem for the longest of time. And it was so funny.
I mean, you want to fly over the fucking Yukon?
I mean, that's probably a good point. I mean, the one interesting one that I was told was that Hawaii does not, one of my friends who lived in Hawaii told me this, does not have boats that go from island to island. You cannot travel from island to island on a boat. And the reason why is because the tickets were cheap. And so a lot of shipping companies started giving people suitcases with a lot of stuff and just went from island to island. And so the shipping companies
more or less bought it out.
Basically destroyed that. Yeah, to make sure that kind of ruined that. Mm-hmm. And so that now there's those boats don't exist. So the shipping companies have to pay the shipping companies now to do all these things. And so yeah, it's always about that.
And meanwhile, one of my teachers in the 90s was a courier, and his part-time job, well, because he was an elementary school teacher, so you can only you need a second job in America. He was a courier, and so he would just take packages, hand deliver them around the fucking world.
Yeah.
And so he would bring back rocks from Mount Fuji, or he's like, oh cool, I saved up 1 trillion frequent flyer miles. Going to Malaysia, bye.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, Japan still has all that stuff because they're probably not getting lobbied to death, right? So, I mean, maybe they are, frankly, who knows? But yeah, it's.
Dude, by the way, fucking on a moment of Americans suck at geography, I did not realize how far Okinawa was from the rest of Japan.
Oh, the island of Okinawa? Really? I actually don't know.
It is way the fuck to the south.
I had no idea.
It's surprisingly much further than I thought it was.
Mm-hmm. The NA infrastructure sucks. And for multiple reasons. One is because the country is ginormous.
Yeah.
The country is ginormous. And there are a lot of areas of just nothing. Right? So if you want to improve the fiber...
it's basically the entire inner 80% of the country is nothing.
Yeah, if you want to improve the fiber infrastructure for the country, you have to lay fiber down through that whole area too. And then I'm sure there's some weird political reason why they haven't done that, like bullet trains and stuff like that. So, which by the way, I kind of want to see that movie.
Which one?
Bullet Train.
Yeah.
With Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
I kind of want to see that movie.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie. Also because it has scenes in Japan.
Yeah. All right, let's start wrapping it up.
Sure, yeah. We're going way off the rails here again.
Like a train?
Yeah, exactly, because we want to be on the rails.
So, I say let's watch the trailer one more time like jackasses, full volume.
Fair enough.
And then we'll put on Kusarigedo's theme and call it a day.
Sounds good to me. Let's do it.
This song is such a fucking banger. But so are these.
You said full volume on the trailer? Okay, let's do this. All right.
I want to hear the music again.
Team Awakened Orochi!
Orochi Yashiro.
この雷で消し済みにしてあげる。
Orochi Surely.
食らいなさい。ここよ、浴びなさい。いかにまだや。もういい。死になさい。集めきなさい。これが天の魂よ。思い上がった虫けらは念入りに焼いてあげますね。
Orochi Chris. シャバの空気を楽しんでるとこ悪いけど、そろそろあの世に戻る時間だぜ。
虫けららしい勘違いだね。あの世に行くのはあなたの方ですよ、草薙京。じゃあさようなら。はい、言う通り行きましたよね。じゃあ死にましょうか。全て飲み込んで僕の
KOS 15!
Now,
I'm so fucking
the original Orochi, even in the older games, they had the same normals, right?
yeah. They progressively started getting more toys, but they still have like the same universal base normals. Whether that's still true, I don't know. Also, I'm really happy with something they did in that trailer, but one of them I don't understand.
What's what?
All of the opponents have a like story-based reason.
Uh-huh.
So, because Yashiro beats up Yamazaki and Iori,
Okay.
who are both Orochi characters, and then Shermie fights Benny and Chizuru.
Okay.
Or no, sorry, no, she fights Benny and Chizuru, and then Chris fights Hyder. And other than Hyder knows things, I don't know why Hyder.
So Hyder and Kyo, obviously.
Yes, Kyo, obviously.
Yeah.
But I'm not quite sure why Hyder.
Yeah, they're starting with Hyder, so I mean, Hyder might be part of like the investigation.
Yeah, I mean, he just knows things. And, you know, he'd be the most likely to try to stop them who isn't a treasure. But still, like all of them make total sense, except kind of Hyder's a little weird. The Sam Show 5 special, and then Kusarageto theme.
Kusarageto, okay.
And you're just gonna get the name of the stage, and it'll be like Yokai Kusarageto's lair. There you go.
This is the one? Okay.
That's the one. This song fucking slaps.
All right. So again, we may or may not have a show next week. Probably not.
We're not gonna have a normal show next week. We might have kind of an impromptu squeeze it in, hey guys, kind of show, but it's not gonna be like a normal full presentation show. But we're gonna try to squeeze one in because we do have some stuff to talk about next week. Worst case scenario, we'll do like just a stupid cell phone, hey, kind of thing.
Right, because we're not even going to be in the same place on Wednesday next week. Yeah.
So myself and Kitty will be in Vegas on site Wednesday, but then you get in the next day? Yeah.
Thursday. Super early Thursday.
Yeah.
I land at like 8, so I'll have a whole day to just chill and kind of relax and get ready and stuff.
And I mean, we may try to figure out a way to do like a Discord call or something, or I might just be like, fucking just pick up my phone and be like, hey guys!
Right.
I'll probably honestly do something like that on Friday as well. Just walking around and you'll be like, hey, check it out, and just make a huge ass of myself, whatever.
Fair. Everyone's gonna look at you and be like, tourist.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna be definitely carrying around a whole yard of booze. It'll be fine.
Oh man, that's funny. Okay. So but then other than that, yeah. Evo's in less than 2 weeks, dude.
Dude, Evo is less than a week and a half. Like, a week from now, I'm going to be there. I'm scared.
I'm scared, too.
I'm scared.
I'm scared.
That being said, any of you guys, if you are going to Evo, you make sure to say hi.
Yeah, definitely say hello. Hit us up. I mean, obviously the synchronized booth will be there.
Yeah, and if I'm not at the booth, it doesn't matter. You'll be able to see me from space, probably. You'll understand why when the time comes. You will see me.
Lurker Spine every year for Evo. One of the reasons why it's easy for Evo to get bookings in that time is because no one wants to book at that time because it's like 110 degrees.
It's like standing out in the sun.
Yeah, walking between the casinos in the daytime is like pain.
Okay. It's
dry heat too.
2016, 2017, one of those years. Kitty's shoes actually melted while we were there.
Well, like standing waiting for the crosswalk kind of thing.
I mean, we took photos because she was in costume.
Oh,
but
yeah,
her shoes fucking melted.
Yeah. That's how hot it gets. And I don't know what the weather prediction is going to be like for Vegas, but given the fact that this entire planet has been having record heat recently.
It's in honor of Orochi Yashiro of the dry earth, the scorched earth.
There you go. That's the reason. Oh, man. I don't know if Pete Rose is still there. We'll find out. So, but in any case, thank you guys for watching. We will, we'll see what happens, but for sure at Evo, please try to find us, hit us up, and just be like, hey, I'm blah from the SNKronize chat. And,
hey!
And I'll try to walk around, but again, I actually still don't know my schedule for the weekend. And just because I'm being involved in so many moving parts here and there, so we'll figure out what's going on. So
yeah, I will. You'll probably see me. I'll probably have some sort of Blue Mary merchandise and a drink in my hand. It's probably about how that's gonna go. No further spoilers beyond that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's boiling hot magma. I feel like there was like a little tidbit further, but I don't think anything else. So, oh yeah. So we might see you Wednesday, and if not, we will see you guys the following Saturday at our mini suite.
That's right. Yes. All right. So make sure follow twitch.tv/
it's gonna be yours.
Chensor.
And follow the SNKronize Twitter.
I almost said Chensor Dynasty is why it's Chensor.
Yeah.
So
and make sure you're following SNKronize on Twitter for all the updates there.
Yep. So all right.
And
see you guys soon.